Hey there, welcome to episode 26 of our no DLC city. Today we are going to turn this big green chunk of land into pedestrian friendly and walking oriented neighborhood. And this is quite easy task if you follow these simple steps. Step number 1, remove highway. Yes, that's right, we can't have pedestrian oriented city with a highway going right through the neighborhood. Highways just take too much space, and if we add few interchanges and on and off ramps, it just completely ruins walkability. Instead of highways, we can use avenues. Step number 2, 128 units. This is magical number when you go for pedestrian friendly city. 128 units is a maximum number of units that citizens is willing to walk, and with Park Life DLC this number is increased to 256 units, and units is single zonable tile. So you can see me here trying to determine and trying to measure maximum distance our citizen can walk from this metro station across the river to this future neighborhood. Every citizen inside this area can walk the metro and travel to other parts of city without a need to use a car. Step number 3. Provide mass transit option for citizens to use when they want to travel across the city or outside the city. In this case, we already have metro station down there across the river on the left side, and this is where we are going to provide mass public transit options for our citizens to leave the city completely and to bring more citizens into this neighborhood, and that would be this train station. We are building this train station as an outside public connection option. Step number 4, road layout. As you can see, there is no direct road connection between commercial zones with residential zones. Only this small tiny road in the middle connect those two zones, and on the bottom side not even a single road will connect our residential zone with this square here that will be our future office zones. So this is very important when creating walkable cities. Don't build too much roads that connect different neighborhoods, because citizens then will use those roads to travel by car to their desired destinations. Instead, connect those different zones with pathways. Of course, to increase walkability, we should also add every possible service to the city, like schools, police, fire and medical care. Step number 5, build pathways. Build as many pathways as you can, because those are main connections between different zones. In this case, you can see I have built pathways to connect our residential zone with our office zones, and also the same thing I did on the north side. I connected with pathways our future residential zone with our future commercial zone. Now we can paint this area, and I will give a high-rise band to this area for aesthetic reasons, and we can start zoning commercial sector on the north side and start slowly zoning those residential zones in the middle of this area. And here we can already see effects of our careful planning and measurements. We can see citizens coming from this metro station here all the way across the river to this new neighborhood here in this area. This is looking very good and very encouraging, and you can see also traffic is at 92%, so avenues are working good. No need for highways finally we developed this area and we can turn on our train station. While we wait for the first trains to arrive, we can check usage of the pathways, and as you can see, for now some pathways are used and some pathways are not so much used, but I believe when trains arrived, those pathways will be much more used. Okay, let's check our train station. As you can see, many citizens are walking to this train station and demand for the trains is very high. So this is also looking very good. I don't see many cars spawning from the train station when train arrives. Only 3 cars in this from this train, and this is looking very good. I'm very happy with the results. Here's another train. I don't see any cars spawning when this train arrived, and I could say we did a good job in this area. I've seen 1 car spawning from this area. And as you can see, the usage of pathways has increased much, because we now have about 13,000 new residents in this neighborhood. Alright, this is our pedestrian friendly and walking oriented neighborhood. As you can see, we increased quite a lot. Let's just quickly check traffic. As you can see, we are still at 92, even 93% traffic flow, and this is looking very good. We can also check how our pathways are doing. For example, we can check this pathway here, and you can see citizens all the way from here walk to this area. How about this pathway? This pathway is also very used. You can see citizens coming across the river and all the way to this area. This pathway is also nicely used, and this pathway is also used. So this is all looking very good, and this pathway is also connecting almost entire residential area with this train station. So overall, I could say we did a good job. These citizens have everything they need inside their walking range. They have schools, they have medical clinics, parks, police and fire departments. They have mass transit options on this part of the city, and mass transit option, the train that can leave them away from the city here in this central part. I also added university, and with that we can say that we actually made a small concept of 50-minute city in this area here, where everything is in a walking distance from our citizens. For example, this commercial zone here is in a walking distance for every citizen from this residential zone, and also these office zones are in the walking distance of every citizen in this zone. This is looking very good, and I'm very happy with the result. We increased population for almost 14,000 people in this small area, and as you can see, there is almost no cars on the streets. Everybody is walking, and this is just looking great. I'm very happy with this result. So with that being said, feel free to let me know what do you think about this neighborhood. Feel free to like, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in episode 27. Thank you very much for watching this episode. See you soon, and bye bye.